All right, that's enough of that fun time, y'all. But look, we want to thank you. Thank you. We have made it to night number 4 of our Focus Marathon. We are moving. And again, we are so humble and grateful that you have taken time out to come out and listen to these sessions, nightly sessions around focus. How you can focus the rest of this year, not next year, but the rest of this year, how you can focus and make this one of your best years to date. This is so exciting. And again, I want to thank my lovely wife for coming out and hanging out with us today. Karen, go ahead and just talk to the people and say hi to them and welcome back to this session, number 4. Yep. We got 26 of these nights and we're just on number 4. So y'all hang on in there. Say hi to everybody, baby.
Hello. Good evening, good morning, depending on what time you end up seeing this broadcast. But thank you so much for joining us for day 4 of the Focus Marathon. We're going the distance on this one.
Going the distance.
We're going the distance. So we're so excited that you all have joined us this evening. And again, as we say every night, please share this. Let somebody know. Our topic for tonight is going to be how to focus on
your business. Yeah, your business, not everybody else's business, but how to focus on your business.
Absolutely. So if you have ever wanted to start a business, maybe you have a business, you might need a jump start in your business, or you're just trying to think of some new ideas and some things that you can do so that you can stay focused and go the long haul with your business. You want to make sure that you're tuned in and you tell somebody else about it so that they can do the same as well.
Right. Yeah. If you're an entrepreneur or business person and you're trying to make an impact in your neighborhood, let's start with in your home, your neighborhood, your community, and then also the country. And then, we want you to go globally. And, I know we had COVID hit us and that kind of set us back a little bit. But COVID also opened up doors to opportunities because of technology such as this to actually reach more people around the globe. So come on in, sit back. And as we always say, don't be selfish with the information, share the information.
Absolutely.
So let's give you a rundown of what we've done so far. We've had, some interesting night and we are improving. Y'all are watching us build this thing out as we go. So this is historic. You are taking part of 2 people who had a vision, didn't even really think about it, and just hit play. Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all.
You're seeing it in real time.
You're seeing it real time. You're seeing the hiccups. We're seeing the hurdles. So you're seeing it. So I hope you appreciate this journey, but we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
All right, so let me give you a recap. So the rest of tonight we got a good, tonight, I don't even know if I want to say it. I just want to say one word and just to shut up, because I'm going to have my pen and paper just really taking notes, copious notes. But tomorrow, I want you to know we have a fitness conversation. Matter of fact, we might have 2 Fridays in a row. We'll try to get some fitness in. We have some conversations around nutrition coming up later in the month as well. That's going to be in July. Saturday, go ahead and say Saturday, we're doing a redo. Karen is coming back on Saturday. Karen said, I'm going to redeem myself. I'm coming back to do another rep. And she's going to be talking about her topic. She was talking about fractured focus.
How to overcome fractured
focus. So she's going to be Friday. Now, look, tune up. Tell your people, tell your friends. Next week, we got so much stuff coming up next week. We got couples in ministry. So if you're in ministry and you want to know how do you manage that as a couple, how do you survive as a couple doing ministry together? Mm-hmm. How do you do that? You want to be here for Monday for that. On Tuesday of next week, we have an author, playwright, director, screenwriter. Just how do you get that dream, that passion that's in you out of you? I want to uncover some of that stuff because I know if you're like me, you got things in you that needs to be out of you. You need to birth that thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to physically birth it, but I just thought about that. I don't want to go through that, but I want to get that thing that's out of me, that blessing, that calling that's on your life. You want to get that out of you. You don't want to miss that. Then we have a 2-part series on, dealing with transition. Mm-hmm. How do you focus when you go into career transitions, trying to get from one place, or maybe it's like you changed age groups. And you're like, what do I do now? How do I focus in this season? And then we're going to go back with some fitness again. And then we have part 2 of the transition. How do you focus while you're transitioning? All that, man, next week is just jam packed.
Yes.
And so we're thankful. So, all right, enough of that. Let's get into this. So
can we do a mic check real quick?
Oh yeah. Hey, look, community. We are, you know how we do. I think we said the Cheek Squad. Look, we got somebody, the Cheek Squad. They said the Cheek Squad is in the house. Thank you. So, Mark, you're listening to us. If you see and hear us okay, just give us one of those fist bumps or thumbs up if you can real quick.
All right.
Okay. He said these are fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me put that up. He said these are fantastic topics. Yes. And the speakers is the main thing. They are just diving in. They're on board. And it just touches our heart to see people are like, you know what, y'all got something going on and I want to be a part of it. And I just want the speakers that have been on already and the speakers that are coming to know we really appreciate you. And we wouldn't be able to do this without you. So thank you so much. All right. Hold on to your seats. So this is on focus, how to focus on your business. And we have the right person to talk about that. We're just going to enjoy this conversation.
Yes.
So Karen, you want to go ahead and let's go ahead and drum roll and introduce our next speaker for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking right now, sit back, relax, but don't just relax. Get your pen and paper and lean into this conversation.
Yeah,
lean into the conversation.
Want to take some notes on this one. Great information getting ready to come forward. We have Mr. Douglas Eze. Sorry, Doug. I was trying to say it right. Anyway, Mr. Eze has established Largo Financial Services in 2000. He had a vision to provide individuals and small business owners with the education and guidance to achieve financial freedom. That's a dream of many people, financial freedom.
Yes.
He's a wealth strategist and an award-winning insurance agent. He believes in helping his clients find money in places they may be throwing away money unknowingly and unnecessarily.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. And he equips individuals with the information and knowledge to make sound financial decisions. He has more than 18 years of experience in the financial services industry. He's written a book, as you see it on the screen.
Look, we're going to talk about this book.
We're going to talk about it. He's really passionate about helping people with their money, helping them do better with it, helping them create generational wealth. And we're so excited that he's here. We've had an opportunity to spend some time with him. We know him. He's a very nice gentleman. You know, he has a heart for the people, and we're excited to bring him to the conversation, the focus conversation. And please show some love in the chat. Give a round of applause for Mr. Douglas Eze.
Yeah, there he is. There. Look at him.
Stage.
I know you can't wait to get in. You like, what? Let me in.
Hey, man. How you all doing? Good evening.
We are doing fine, sir. Thank you, man, for coming out. How are you? Are you in Dubai? Look like you in you are. How plush can it get,
got the vacation shirt on. I mean, tell us where
right?
You are.
I'm actually here in Upper Marlboro at my new home I just purchased about 3 months ago. So we're doing some renovations in here. Yeah, so it's exciting. We're looking to move in probably end of the month.
All right. So we're not gonna put out the address, but we're gonna be there. Karen and I gonna be there. What we see right now looks fantastic, man. It looks like a permanent vacation spot.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very nice. Very nice house.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
team.
Man.
Excited for you.
Thanks for coming out to the show, man, and helping us out, helping the people that are going to be viewing this currently and in the future. Thank you so much for helping us out tonight. But I think you're going to really bless us because we have entrepreneurs that will be listening, tuning in. We have business people. We have people who want to be business people. They want to break away from being an employee maybe. Or maybe they want to start a business so they can provide jobs for people. I know that's something you're big on as well, providing opportunities for people to change their family and their lives forever, for generations, based on your book here, which I've read several times. And it's just some fantastic information there. So we want to make sure people get a copy of this. And we'll provide information where they can get one right away. Not one, but 10. 10 of these so they can actually give it to family members
and friends.
Because you know how sometimes when you're trying to tell people something, you're you, right? You're you.
Right.
They're not going to pay attention to you. But when they get it from the authority, from somebody who's actually done it, that speaks volumes. So we're going to, make sure people get that book. We're going to talk about it tonight.
Okay.
But cool. Douglas, give us a little background, who you are, where are you today? And then I want to talk about you being an actual coming to America story. This is not movies.
No.
This is the real deal. This is a real, hey, I came here. I want you to tell your story. You came here, you like started where you were, and you have built yourself up to being someone who can really bless others. So can you dive into that? Where did you come from? How did you end up here? What's going on, sir?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, man. This is exciting. Appreciate it. I always love to share and just see if, I could inspire someone to, continue to grow and never give up. So I'm originally from West Africa, Nigeria. I left when I was 18 years old. Just right after high school. I was able to sell my parents on the dream to send me abroad because they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to do it. But that's when I knew I was a great salesman. So I sold it to them. And I told my dad, I said, listen, just send me. You're not going to regret it. Just let me go. So I left. I went to Canada first, lived in Canada. But I knew, man, Canada wasn't it. America is where it's at. This is the place I need to be. I need to be with the black folks that's fought hard, made it easy. I mean, because it's true. I mean, people don't realize how much, the black Americans here have done so much to make it easy for every, immigrant to be able to come here and succeed, right?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that so much for me. And then, I left Canada at 23, came to America at 24. I was waiting table at IHOP, and just one day somebody gave me a business card. And just to kind of backstep a little bit, I remember when I was leaving Africa, I told God that I want to be a millionaire, right?
Okay.
And I said I want to be a millionaire at 25. And God laughed, and I'm sure he laughed at me and said, well, I hear you, boy, but I don't think you're going to be able to handle that money at that age.
Right.
Talk about it.
Right.
So at 24, he gave me an opportunity, and I was able to have an open mind to listen and go see it. But I didn't know at that time what that was. So I went to the interview, and it was financial services to be in this industry. So that was my ticket. And then I got into the industry, started working. It wasn't easy. I remember sleeping in my car a couple of times, but, waking up, going to the Motel 6 and begging the guy to let me use his bathroom to take a shower so I could go to work, right? I did that a couple of times. And then finally, just continue grinding and building, working hard. And then finally, as I got that business card from the young child that brought it to me, said his grandmother told him to give me her business card. So I got excited. I was happy about that. I'm like, well, really? Okay. So I went to her table, and she's like, yeah, you got a great smile. You got a good attitude. You should definitely come check it out. So give me a call. And I did. So I felt special. Until I got there, and she told me, she gave out her card to at least a lot of people. I probably...
So you thought you were special, and she only gave the card to you.
Yeah,
you just got this thing about you, but no, she's giving everybody a card.
Everybody in that place, no. But she said, but nobody called, And I said, well, you said I could make some money, so I want to check it out. So I went to the orientation that they had, and I liked it. I saw a lot of black folks making money. That was it. Wearing suits, looking good. I got there. The parking lot was full. Was like Mercedes-Benz, BMW. You
saw the signs of success.
Yeah, I'm like, man, all these people are here. And it was talking about, showing people how to save money for their children's college, retirement. Okay. So that got me fired up. So I said, what's next? She said, well, you need to get a top 25 list of people that you know. I said, man, I don't know anyone.
You're from Canada,
Exactly.
but she wants you to get your top 25 people. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
And then I saw something that they had called it's a higher education survey. So I took that and basically went straight to the metro and started riding the metro from one end to the other, getting people to fill out surveys about college education for their children. I realized everybody wants to send their children to college, but they don't have a way to do it. So I got about 100 leads and brought it back to her. She was shocked. She was like, what? Yeah, I mean, all these people are interested in us talking to them, and we got on the phone.
So Douglas, I mean, what kind of describe your mindset?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
What were you thinking? Where's the creativity coming from? Describe that for us.
Because most people won't hustle like that. I mean, you're at the metro, you don't know anybody, but you was given, if you do this, this will happen. And you went with it. So what Karen was asking you, yes, please.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going to that orientation, I saw the people that were in the industry making money. And I'm like, if they can do it, there's no reason why I can't do it. I just need one example of somebody that's successful. Because at the end of the day, either I stay working at IHOP or tap into what these guys are doing and just follow the system that they've already laid out. Right. And the person that I was working with, she's a great person. She's a school teacher that was doing the business part-time. And she's an older person. I mean, I didn't think she would be lying to me about, success. And so I just tapped into, and I believed in what she had to say. And I was coachable, and just followed the system.
So I'm hearing, you're hearing, okay, so what are you hearing?
I'm hearing there is a system in place.
A system in place, yep.
And that you were coachable.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. I think when you were talking earlier, I think there was also something you saw, that the business opportunity that you stumbled across basically was helping people. Yeah. Like it could actually change some lives. Did that play a factor in you being willing to learn? Having that bigger picture, because you saw the Mercedes and stuff like that. When that's great, but was there anything else driving you?
Of course, yeah, definitely. Well, first is the money. Money, I mean.
Okay.
Because I have family to take care of in Africa. My parents, depending on me. So I had to, I didn't come to America to just look at the beautiful cars and the trees. And I only have a high school diploma from West Africa, Nigeria, no college degree. So I needed to find something, and that was the example I saw. And it made sense. And I just said, okay, if they're helping people plan for college and help them save for retirement, all right, I'm going to learn. So basically, at the end of the day, I had to walk with her to learn how she was doing it.
Right.
I watched her present to people and close deals. And then when we closed, then she came back to me and said, hey, you need to get your license, or else I'm not going to pay you, because I can't pay you. And I said, so how much did we make? She said, well, she made 10 grand. I'm like, really?
She said, I made 10. We didn't make.
Yeah. She said she made 10. She said, but I'll pay you $1,000. Which is still good. I mean, to see 10 people and I'm like, really? I said, so I need to get my license? She said, yeah. And then I went ahead and started studying. They had a machine that I could study. Back then it was, big old computer. And I got on, I started studying, doing the test and stuff, and knocked it out the first time, passed the test. Okay. I wasn't worried about, I'm a high school graduate and I don't know no, I just studied the system, studied the books, and went to work and knocked out the test and passed it. And then she said, wow. And then she gave me my check. But I was still working at IHOP then, and I was still doing paper route at night. You know?
Come on, man. I know you say you're from Nigeria, but you know the old Jamaican joke that they say, man, you working like a Jamaican. You got all these jobs. But I like, every time I speak with you, I get fired up. I think about what I'm like, I could be doing more. And I think when people come to the United States versus people who are here and we get comfortable, but when people come to the state, they're coming with a mission. And you can't stop an individual that comes to the U.S. with that type of mission.
Yeah, and and it's not just even here low, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
I see that everywhere in the world. When you leave somewhere that and go to somewhere else, you realize, you know what, this is it. I can't go back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So either I make it or I don't. Something is
Okay.
going to give. And it takes a different type of mindset for you to kind of leave. And there's a lot of Nigerians that are here that ain't successful. Don't get it wrong.
Speak about it. Tell the truth.
Everybody, there's a lot of Africans that come, they successful, they're struggling, because again, it's the mindset. Just because you're in America don't mean you're gonna be successful all of a sudden. Because people lie back home. I remember growing up, I met a guy that went to Italy and came back from Italy with a BMW, brand new BMW, and I was like 14 years old. I was like, wow, looking good, and he was giving money to his parents and everything. I said, man, well, how did you do it in Italy? He said, man, I worked 3 jobs. I'm like, really? He said, I worked at a restaurant during at night to eat. I pick apples in the farm during the day in the morning, and just gave me a whole bunch of stories. Found out this guy was a drug dealer.
Oh, wow. Wow. So yeah, you can't believe everything you hear, huh?
No.
Oh my gosh.
We hear all kind of stories when we're in Africa. They tell us, oh yeah, people in America just leave their cars on the street, and you can just pick up somebody's car and drive off. Or if they don't want their refrigerator, brand new refrigerator, they just take it and put outside. Man, all kinds of nonsense,
So this is all the stuff you was hearing as you came to
Yeah,
America.
I was back home.
When you was back home. Wow.
Yeah, man.
So let's talk about this. So you found out, you found your place, your lane, you found a place to focus in on. That was financial services. You went and you was coachable, you had the right attitude, you had this hustle mentality. What would you say would be like like a principle to start growing? Well, it just doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. And so there's something that you have, some type of characters that, so people they just want to hand it to them. They don't think you have to work for it. So did you have any hiccups along the way? It wasn't all green bed roses and stuff like that. Was there any like low times, and how did you come back from that?
Yeah, I mean, there's always low time in any business you're building, right? And as you start. So, of course, like I said, I've been doing it for over 20 years now, and there's worked with different companies before I found a company that I'm with now, and that now I'm also a part owner of that organization. But yeah, have there been times where I wanted to quit? Yeah, of course, every day. I remember driving one time from an appointment, at coming back home at 2 o'clock in the morning, driving and asking myself, man, am I going to keep doing this forever? But so there's always, go on appointment, and you talk to somebody and they book a time with you, and you drive 3 hours to go close, and you're excited, and you get there and they're not there. You get stood up and stuff. So those things kind of makes you feel like, man, what is going on? But you wake up the next day, man, and you do it again. That's just you have a vision. And that's why I always tell people, right? Never compete with nobody else, because you don't know what's driving them.
Right.
Just because you see somebody successful, you don't know what's driving them, what their why is. See,
Why? Okay,
why
gotcha.
is bigger than anything else. So I compete with myself every day, and I want to do better. I don't care about what somebody else is doing. I'll see you, and I get inspired by you, but then I move forward with what I have going on.
When you said that you compete with yourself, it reminds me of the tennis analogy with the athlete over here. She, she plays tennis, and when I go out with her to help her get practice, she just runs me around the court. I'm just picking up balls for her, really. But she said, babe, she said, don't look at me. Don't try to play me.
Yeah.
Play what's in front of you, the ball. And that ball is your business.
That's true.
And so I like, man, when you said that, it immediately reminded me of that. that you know, get off of social media, watching what everybody else is doing. Social media has its place if you know how to use it right. But if you're just scrolling and not using it as a tool, get off. Go get to work. Go focus on your business. And so I love that you brought that up. You're competing with yourself.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So we had one question is, and I'll go ahead and bring it up. It's interesting that somebody in the chat brought that up, but we already wanted to go over fear and doubt. Somebody brought it up, man. Matter of fact, let me take that down and let me go over to the comments so we can give them credit for bringing it up. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, how do you overcome doubt/fear as you build your business? So can you, let's talk about that. You're trying to build it up, man. I'm going to shut up.
Listen, you're always going to have doubt. You're always going to be scared all day, every day to take that jump, to take that risk. But those thoughts are going to come. As they come, you erase it immediately with positive thoughts. You know, I'll give you an example. I mean, so I started a tech company with my business partner. But again, you know, there's doubts, there's fear, there's like, man, I don't know nothing about technology. I don't know anything about it. But as that thought comes, that thought goes away. You know, whenever those things come and scare you, guess what you do? You replace it immediately. I'll give you an example. I remember one time, I know people don't like the guy, you know, because he ran for president. But before all that, you know, and he became president. You all don't, you know, people are, you know, for me, I'm not a politician, so I don't follow politics. But you know, we know who I'm talking about. But he wrote a book, and because I remember when I was getting doubtful, I was worried about my, you know, business and what I was doing in this financial service field. And I read his book, and in his book, he said something great. He said, listen, every day he wants to quit. You know? And he knows a lot of billionaires that want to quit. And they don't, they have doubt, they think they're gonna lose all the money in one day. He said, like, every morning he feels that way. So that actually inspired me. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, if a billionaire is thinking that, then that's okay. Then he said it's normal. He said, as a business person, it's normal to feel that you will lose it every day. The question now is, are you going to stay in that position, or are you going to step away and continue moving forward?
Yeah.
You got to keep moving forward.
Got to.
Okay, man, that just messed me up. So, and I hope people are hearing this. When you're looking at individuals that are at the top of their game, let's not assume that they're not going through the same emotions and feelings that we're going through. I say we're trying to get to where Mr. Eze is, you know, so we're trying to get there to that level, but we're not competing with him. But it's interesting to know, because I've seen him in action. I'm seeing him on stage. I'm seeing him working directly with clients. I've seen this in action. And I would have never thought that he had, because I remember you were laughing at me with this social stuff here, but I remember you in your office and you would just turn to me like, let's get on Facebook Live. I was like, what? And you just, I think before you would think about it and let all those thoughts take you over, you were already out there. You're like, let's just do it. Yeah. But I would not have thought that you were actually going through, you know, the feeling in the stomach and the fear and the doubt and stuff like that. But your attitude was just different, the way you approach it.
Even when I go on stage and people bring me to go speak somewhere, before I get on stage, I'm like, man, what am I going to say? I remember. True. I mean, you know, I'm like, man, what am I going to say? One time they asked me to be a keynote, you know, at an event. I'm like, what am I going to tell these people? So I called one of my mentors and, you know, and I said, listen, what do I do? I've never been a keynote speaker before in my life. You know, I could be on the panel list and talk.
Right.
And they just told me what to do. And I went and I killed it. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, you got to have good counsel around you. People,
that's good.
People that you could reach out to, talk to, that are not jealous of you, and, you know, that don't hate on you. And one thing I believe is this: if you put out positive seeds and you plant positive seeds, you're gonna get positive harvest back.
Yeah. That's a biblical principle. You reap what you sow. So right on point. Absolutely.
So many people, unfortunately, they get in business or they're so negative and they hate on people, they're jealous, they gossip. Then guess what? Whoever they surround that they meet, they attract all those people. See, when I travel, my business partner is from Cameroon, West Africa. How did I meet him? Well, because I've always said to myself, how can I do something great, in Africa and give back? Of course, I couldn't do the insurance business over there. So I kept asking, what would be the best way for me to give back and do more for the people in Africa? And I said, okay, I put it out. I let God know that that's what's in my mind. And I went to Tanzania for a wedding. And then, back then, I was keeping it 100. I'm a single guy, I was talking to a young lady, and she was in that part of the world in Cameroon, and I said, "Listen, I'm coming out." I changed my flight, canceled my Delta airline, bought another airline, Ethiopian airline, and boom, went to Africa, went to Cameroon. But I got to Addis Ababa, which is the Ethiopia Airlines. You get there first, and what happened? I called one of my clients that is from that country, and I said, "Hey, I'm in your country." And she said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I'm in your country, but I'm at the business class lounge." And she said, "Oh, okay, listen, I have a billionaire that's right there at the lounge too that I need him to meet you. He needs to know who you are." I'm like, "Really?" She said, "I'm going to call him and let him look for you and meet you." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And the gentleman found me, and we started talking, and the guy is a billionaire. He has tons of private planes, but he never flies them. He rents them out. That's how, and he asked me where I was going. I said I'm going to Cameroon for, I'm going to go meet this young lady, but I want to see what's going on in that country too. He said, "Listen, since you're going, let me introduce you to this young guy that just developed a technology, and you're in the financial service industry. Maybe there might be some synergy between you and him." I said, "All right, cool." So I got there for 3 days, and this dude met with me, drove 7 hours to come meet with me.
Okay.
And we sat down, we had breakfast, and he started telling me about his technology that he built. He's been featured on BBC, CNN, and all these places. And he said, "I built a technology that would do so much for theft, kidnapping, helping families. And his whole vision is to change the world." I said, "So what is it?" He said, "Well, 3 years prior, because Cameroon has two governments, there's the French and the English speaking."
Okay.
So the French government shut down the internet for 3 months, 90 days.
Wow.
On the English speaking part of Cameroon. Because why? Because they want to dominate the English speaking. This is Black people doing this nonsense, right? In that 90 days, a lot of cars were stolen, because if there's no internet, you can't track your car.
Gotcha.
Or inflate. So these dudes sat down and said, "What can I do to avoid this happening ever again, where the regular guy can still track his car?"
Right.
And he thought about it, he dreamt it, and the idea came out to tap into satellite. And that's how he tapped into the satellite system, and he started tracking cars without internet. I'm like, "Really?" He said, "But Douglas, guess what? If they steal your car right now, what would you do?" I said, "Well, I'll call the police." He said, "What if you could take your cell phone and send a text message to your car, and your car would text you back and it'll tell you, okay, I'm going to start slowing the car down 90 miles, 80 miles, 70 miles, and shut off the engine." I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Listen, dude, say no more. What do you want from me?"
Hold on. As you're talking, I already know when you get to a certain level in life and mindset, more so the mindset, you just are exposed to different things.
Right.
Yeah.
When you allow yourself to be exposed, I hope y'all hear this.
Yeah.
When you allow yourself to be exposed to different things, because you was talking about airplanes. I said, I never heard of that before. Countries. I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he said, "No, you gotta fly here, then take that plane in there, because that's the only way you get." I was like, this dude. And then there's a client, and because you treated a client well, the client has no issue with you introducing you to a billionaire.
Right.
Next level.
Yeah. And so when you were talking, so we started out talking about fear and doubt, and you just talked about how
you killed it.
You talked about how you're sowing positive seeds and how that stuff is coming back to you. And I also am, underneath all of that, I'm hearing there's an abundance mindset that you have. Right. There's not this scarcity. We've been talking about this a lot, but there's an abundance mindset. Can you speak to that? Like, there's a lot out here for everybody. So can you speak to that for us?
That's the thing, nobody can ever steal a person that wants to do business with you, right? Mm-hmm. We all have our own. Hold
on. I want to make sure everybody's paying attention to this. I got somebody now just talking to me, and I said, "Bro, you need to be on here. Give me 1 second. You need to be
one tonight."
Right. No, I was here now. Mm-hmm. All right. If they make it, they make it. Because look, we're going overtime. I hope y'all see we're going overtime. We love it. We love it. So go ahead.
So, we all have our own individual fans. Everybody has a fan. Or remember, think about it. The Jackson 5, right? The Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, Tito, all of them.
Right.
Yes, people back then, Tito will come out and the women, woo! There's people that love Tito. There's people that love Michael. I mean, they fight. So we all have our own fans.
Right.
You'll never feel that somebody's going to steal your money or steal your thing. Just do what you do.
Do what you do.
That's it. And the right person will come for you. The right clients will come to you. That's why I share, like, people ask me, why do I put so much content on YouTube? I'm like, it don't matter. I mean, the people that are going to do business with me will do business with me. The people that are not, they will never do business with me. And I'm not worried about that. So, it's just what you just keep giving. When you give, you receive. I mean, people wonder, like, this house that I'm in, what happened? I was on Facebook just scrolling. I wasn't looking for a house. I wasn't looking for a house. And I saw it. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is a beautiful house. I'm like, then I went on the DM inbox the real estate agent because she's a marketer. She is cool. She knew what she was doing. And I said, listen, is this house available? She said, well, it's actually she has a contract on it. I said, okay, cool. Well, no problem. I guess some. Then she asked me, you want to look at other houses? Because I have some similar properties that you might like. I said, sure. So that was connect. We went and we looked at other properties and beautiful properties. But I said, listen, because when you see stuff that you want, you start looking, you read through it and everything. I'm like, this is what I want. And I told her, listen, I like those properties, but I don't really want to put an offer. She said, why? I said, because the one I want is the one I want. And she's like, well, the guy's about to close. He really likes it. His wife likes it. I said, listen, that dude he's going to change his mind. She's like, what? I said, he's going to change his mind. It's just what it is. This is not for him. This is my house. And guess what happened? The next day, that morning at 5 a.m., she sent me a text message. I guess she was pissed that the guy changed his mind because she's been working with him for a long time. So she sent me a message. Hey, you still interested in this house? He changed his mind. I said, yeah, I'm interested. Let's do it. And we put on an offer 3 weeks later, closed. And I still got $41,000 towards closing costs in a seller's market.
No. Did that happen? Did that happen?
Yeah.
All right.
In a seller's market.
In a seller's market.
All right, cool. So one of the reasons why you're able to do that, I want to come back around to this. You're able to do that because you studied this stuff and you wrote about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, creating generational wealth. So we can talk to you forever. I got your phone number. I know I'm going to find out where you live at now. I know where your office is and stuff like that. I'm blessed to have access to you. Thank you for being a friend. You have talked to us and gave us some ideas. We ain't follow all your ideas, but being coachable, right? You talked about that, and people talked about that in the and that was somebody said they love that, about being coachable. But you did not say, you just said, hey, I'll be right here for you guys. I know you're hard-headed, but I'll be right here. So we love that about you. But we want to respect your time. And I don't know how to close this thing.
Well, we want to make sure they're able to get to his book. So
yeah,
we have we have a couple of links where people
you wore me out, man. You wore me out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do now. Let me do this. If you want to get the book, it is in the description. If you're watching this on any YouTube or Facebook, it's in the description. But here, if you're looking and you just want to do it right now, his book, he starts talking about living in Africa, and then he starts talking about he's just going step by step, and then he started talking about finances and owning real estate. And he's not only talking about it, he's walking the walk, and he shows you in his book. So if you got that type of money back, how he did it is probably in this book somewhere. How he, just negotiated things and things of that nature. Very open-minded. One thing you talked about, you were telling Karen and I about being your own bank. We love that conversation. Do you want to know how to be your own bank? You want to talk to Mr. Eze about that. His calendar, if you want to get on, look, y'all, he done told you he's over in Africa making $1 million deals, but he gave us access to his calendar. It's in the descriptions as well. If you want to get a one-on-one, what's happening with that one-on-one? They can talk about their personal finances, I guess. If they're like, hey, you know what? I'm in a situation. I want to get in a better situation. They can talk to you about that, I guess. I'm talking to you about business. What kind of things could happen in that session?
Yeah, that's so funny because somebody was asking me the other day about why is it that I don't charge people to have a conversation with me I give them an hour to talk to me. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, my job is to give and help as many people as I can, because I believe this. When you have money, you have a voice. When you have no money, then the government, the media, and the banks will take advantage of you and they'll control you. So, I'm not the guy that's going to give away money to people that are lazy. But if you're serious about changing your financial future and you're serious about being serious about being serious, then I'll help you as much as I can and tell you things that you need to do to help yourself. Especially, I'm in the financial service industry. I took this financial service business based on common sense, so I don't invest in things that don't make sense. I actually told people the other day, I have a post on my IG that says this, do not take money that should be going to a compounding interest account to pay off a simple interest loan.
See. You put the information out there. If you take it, you take it. It's up to you if you take it, right?
Listen, because the media, the banks, and the government are in the business to use your money, because that's how they make money. Other people's money. Yes. So why ain't you using other people's money to make money? Every businesses that I own 8 companies. I use other people's money. I own a ton of real estate. I use other people's money. I do Airbnb. I have that. I use other people's money. So I'm not crying for money. I'm not stressed that I don't have no debt. This house right here, if somebody makes an offer right now, I'm not emotionally attached to it. It's not for generational wealth. A house is not designed to make generational. It's a place for you to live and create memories with your family, your kids. That's what it is. It's a place to live. Now, it's going to make me money because I'm going to rent out all the place for people that want to have weddings and stuff like that, or do whatever they want. I'm going to make money. People are already renting my 4-car garage. I have 7. I'm not going to drive 7 cars. So I'll give somebody to rent the 4-car garage so they could pay me income on that. So this mortgage here is going to be paid by other people.
Makes sense.
That's what it is.
So wait, now Douglas,
I don't even know what to say. Go ahead.
Well, so I think you mentioned to us you have a mentoring program as well.
Yeah, I do, and it's very, very inexpensive. I'm not trying to gouge people out, but I believe people will pay. If they pay attention. If they don't pay, they don't take it for granted. But they could still do my free stuff for 60 minutes. But if they want to really have money forever, just go to my website, havemoneyforever.com. Very simple. And it's less than $500. You pay that, you get all the stuff, and then if you want to go into, real one-on-one after that, and I share some tips for business owners and individuals that really want to build generational wealth and do wealth planning. Lawyers do estate planning, right? Mm-hmm. I do wealth planning. There's a big difference between estate planning and wealth planning. Estate planning, they set up a living trust for you, and that's cool. I just avoid probate. We do wealth planning so that your family can keep wealth in the family for the next generation, for your children's children.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
You talk. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. You just dropped a whole lot of nuggets. I hope people are appreciative of what you did tonight. And I'll just go to the simplest thing. For me, you helped me out when you said, I'm not watching what everybody else is doing. I'm focusing on what I need to get done. The clients that are for me will be for me. Mm-hmm. And I need to focus on giving them the best values. The ones that are for me, give them the best value that I can.
Right.
Yeah. That has taken a big weight off my shoulders. I got another comment here. Let me see what this looks like here. Oh my God. Have. I don't know what. Tanya, tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more. Have. She put have up there, but I don't know.
Maybe she don't finish.
Come on, Tanya. What you saying? Give us some more.
Brittany said that's good.
Where's Brittany at? Okay.
Right
yeah, Brittany. Yeah, she said that's good. We talked about overcoming fear. Somebody talked about the all the things with crypto and all these different. Well, let's bring it up. Times are changing. It's important to keep current. If starting or growing a business, should you engage in cryptocurrency for entrepreneurial or generational credibility?
I mean, never invest in something that you don't know about.
Mm-hmm. That's number one. Yep.
So there's a difference between investing and saving money, right? So I remember years ago, I was like, man, I need to tap into real estate. I need to invest in real estate. And again, I've been blessed to have some good counsel and people that got money, and I was talking to one of my mentors. I mean, the guy's a billionaire, and I was asking him, I said, listen, I want to jump into real estate. The market is pumping, man. He's like, man, Douglas, just relax, take your time and stack your money up. There's always going to be opportunities that's going to present itself. Mm-hmm. So don't rush. Just have the right time. When the right opportunity comes, you're going to be able to take advantage of it because you have the money to do it. Unfortunately, for so many people, they jump into businesses or investments that they have no idea about. Just because they saw somebody else making money, they're like, man, I want to go make money in there. Just take your time. What is investment? Investment is when we flip money. That's it's about speculation. So the first thing we want to do is save money, but don't save it in a bank, like a Bank of America or these traditional banks. Because when you think about a financial institution, that's the first place most people think about. See, I put my money in life insurance, in cash value life insurance. Well, because that's where all the wealthy people put money. Even banks put money in cash value life insurance. How do I know this? Well, because I've sold banks cash value life insurance. I've done casual life insurance for bank executives, where we financed it with another bank, pay the premium for life insurance for executives that make way more money. So at the end of the day, if banks are investing heavily in life insurance, if wealthy people are putting money in life insurance, if it's in your 1003 when you're buying a house, like this property, when they ask me to show my bank statements, I just send them all my statement of all the life insurance policies I have and all the cash that's in there. And that's what I use to qualify for the house. I don't have a savings account at a bank. Why would I put money in a bank that's going to disrespect me when I need money and they won't give you a loan? Why am I paying extra on a mortgage when I can't even access it if I'm sick or disabled or I have no job? People don't think about those things. So I use casual life insurance that people talk bad about, the folks that don't understand it. And I say, man, do you understand that you could use casual life insurance to leverage? So I have this saying, cash value insurance is king. I didn't say cash is king. Casual life insurance is king. credit is queen, but they have to be married. See, just because you have good credit doesn't mean you can qualify for, and if you don't have no money, banks ain't gonna give you anything, because they're like, okay, you have good credit, where's your money? Well, I don't have no money. Well, you can't pay for the loan. But you could have money and you can't get credit. So you have to have good credit and money, and then both of them got to be married, so you could have make more money babies.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh my God, that was just hilarious. Oh my God, I'm gonna look at this over and over and over again.
This is good. This is good.
And maybe, you know, we our dates are pretty much filled up, but I might have to try to squeeze you in one more time if you. I don't know. We'll talk offline.
No
but
problem,
but with that being said, I want people to go to your websites again. If you can't get a hold of Mr. Eze, you can have him in your library with the book. You can have the book in your library. You can actually do that. Let me see if I can bring this up again. What would that look like? No. Okay. Oh, there it is. So you can have the book. You can have that come up. You can have it in you can always go back to it. I've done it. I've gone back in there and just like, wait a minute, what did he say about that? And I'll look over it every now and then. Look, got something in there, a little spacer there. At least do that. If you want to actually have a conversation, he's not charging for the conversation. He's not charging for the conversation.
1 hour free.
Now that's almost like I'm not putting his stuff out there, but he mentioned some other people that are financially well off. It's like talking to one of them. I'm not gonna put his numbers out there because I think I accidentally saw something, and I was like, wait a minute, that's how much you doing a month? But I said that got to be like over 5 years or something like that. And I think it was for 1 month. But you can't sit with those people like that. But Mr. Eze is saying, like, you know what? If you want to sit and talk, let's talk about what are you trying to do for 1 hour. I'm done, man. You wore me out. I think I see something else here. Mark said, thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tips, man. They were awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Huh? Let me ask you this. The name of this YouTube channel is Taking the Next Step.
Okay.
You laughing at me with all my stuff flying in and out.
I like it, man.
We come back, we have some more fun, man.
We have a YouTube page. We have a YouTube video. It's still on my YouTube channel.
You and I have one.
Yeah, that we did 1 years ago, you know?
We got to do another one.
No problem. We're doing it right now.
We're doing just sharp. You just sharp, man. All right. So the name of this I'm all messed up. The YouTube channel is called Taking the Next Step.
Love it.
So for our listeners, what's their next step?
Man, just do it. You know, commit first, figure it out later.
Ooh.
Commit first.
Figure it out later. And that's kind of like what we've been doing here. We just said, let's do it.
Exactly.
And man, we've been messing up, stumbling through it. One mic not working, echoing, all kind of stuff, but we're having fun.
There's no perfect nothing.
Right.
Only God is perfect. We just trying to, follow his footsteps. I mean, he already said this is for his children. And the thing I always say is this: what are you doing to take care of God's children with the wealth that he's giving you? At the end of the day, and there's so many folks that are struggling doing stuff. And I'll give you an example. When I travel the world and go to hotels and stay, I always give away money when I'm leaving. I give away money to the people that serve me, the waitress, the bartender, all these people. I remember when I was in Gambia and I came back from Gambia and I got COVID. And remember. Yeah, man, it was crazy. I almost died, right? I was in the hospital for 8 days. But people from all over the world were praying for me. And I remember one gentleman that I gave money to, I only gave him $50. He started crying, said he's never seen $50 before in his life. Then I remember the bartender that I gave $200 to. And he said to me, Douglas, because they just had a hurricane the night before. And he said, this money you just gave me, I was sitting here thinking that how am I going to take care of my mom's roof? her roof just caved in because of the rain. He said, you just helped me do that. You know, you never know what's going on. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to leave this world with the money, you know. Right. But if these people served me, they took care of me, and you got to be nice to people. That's, you know, it don't matter where you are. You be nice to people, no matter who they are, and give everybody a benefit of the doubt. Just because somebody messed you up, don't take it on the next person.
Right.
Forgive, move on, and leave it to God and let God deal with them. You know, at the end of the day, I don't sweat nothing. I'm good. I'm not stressed about nothing. Life is awesome. I enjoy myself. I enjoy life, you know, and I just keep it moving, man.
That's
you know, we Paul, we just looking like we don't know what
no, that's great.
We're gonna let you go. We're gonna let you go because you know we can talk and just keep on going. I was gonna say let's hang up this call and we're gonna get the address, but it's late now. We got to get ready for tomorrow. But we definitely will catch up. Thank you for blessing us, man, tonight.
Thank you.
May God richly bless you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Continue to richly bless you and put a hedge of protection over you and your new home. God bless your new home. Bless your family, man. Your children. How your kids, man?
They're great, man. One guy, she got full scholarship.
Ooh.
You know, for as robotic engineer. So I'm proud of her. She's good. She's doing her thing. You know, and actually she's in a class right now for a course I told her to start listening to on how to house the homeless.
Okay.
So she's learning that, how to house the homeless, because you know, I have some properties that we want to house some homeless folks, and of course, you know, take care of them, and you get rewarded later for that. And so she's in a course for that, you know. So she's gonna be giving me the information when I get back. You know, because I'm empowering them to think entrepreneurship, and also, you know, they see my lifestyle. I let them know this is my money, man. It ain't your money. You know?
That's right. Train them up.
I work hard for my money. And I tell parents, I said, listen, never feel guilty because you didn't have college funds saved for your children. Don't feel guilty about it, because at the end of the day, their job is to do what? Study and get scholarships. See, a lot of parents feel guilty. Oh, I didn't save no money for my children's college. No, don't feel guilty. You paid for them to stay in your house. You are paying the mortgage. You are paying for utilities. You are feeding them real good food. Their job in life is to do what? Get scholarship, free money. There's trillions of dollars that's being given away every year for people to go to college. And so many children don't apply for those things. And then they're expecting their parents to pay for them to go to college. And then when they get to college, you think they're going to become a doctor. And one day they call you, say, you know what? I watch a YouTube video. I want to be an influencer. I'm out. And you're like, what?
Oh my God. All right, Douglas.
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
This has been good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for coming out. I might try to grab you back in one night before this whole thing is over with. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Yes.
Bless you. I'm gonna just look at one more time. Last time, if you have a question, and I'm gonna hang up from here. I'm gonna hit end broadcast. I'm gonna go over here and see if we have any more comments, anything. Everybody was like, fire, fire, fire. They was gonna fire. There's another fire. There's got hand claps, all kind of stuff, man. We're gonna let you go.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you.
It's been fun. It's been enjoyable. You've sparked a new level of excitement in me. Because, you know, I'll be honest with you, man. It can be hard trying to deal with those internal feelings that you're not worthy. You know, you're like, man, I'm not this. I know this stuff could happen, but it could have happened to me. I see it happening to everybody else, but that doesn't mean it happened for me. But you are worthy.
You are.
You are worthy, man. And I just hope somebody gets that tonight, that just focus on what God has put in you to do. Don't look left and to your right. So we started out this thing saying, if a man puts his hands on the plow and looks back, he's not fit for the kingdom of God. So he's trying to tell you to focus on what I put in your hands.
That's right.
And just know, once you pray and tell God what you want, just leave him alone. He's working on it.
Oh, stop.
You know, he's working. I mean, stop calling him every day. Oh, you know, you told him. It's just like, think about it. If your kids keep calling you every day, you know, I already told you I'll buy it for you, but you ain't ready for it yet. So
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Take care of yourself. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Don't forget tomorrow night. What's on for tomorrow night? We're talking about fitness tomorrow. We're going to start a whole new conversation. I'm not doing it. We gone. Douglas, get some rest tonight, man.
Yes.
You know what? I knew this was going to happen.
Let's stay by the phone. We're going to see if we can get you back another night. So we can do part 2.
Maybe a part 2. Thank you so much. God bless you. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night talking about our first conversation around fitness. Good night. God bless you. See y'all tomorrow.